Alright guys, so I rented a Nintendo Switch, got it here with me today, and no, I did not buy it, I rented it. Basically, I'm not really sure how I came across it, but I was searching the web one day and found this website called Grover.com where they rent out tech stuff, and basically they rent out anything from like computers, phones, tablets, wearables, gaming devices obviously, as I have a Nintendo Switch here. And so I opened up the website, kind of searched through it, and the only console I could find was a Nintendo Switch, so I decided that I would rent it and kind of do an unboxing and check it out and basically see what they sent me. So I'm not going to go too much into how it works, but basically I rented this thing for a month. It cost me about $40, which is about 10% of a little bit more than 10% of the total asking cost of a Nintendo Switch if you bought it new. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what we got inside. And the interesting thing right off the bat is this package is, well, I sliced it bad. This package is really large for a Switch. And just for comparison, here is the size of a OLED Switch dock. So I'm not sure what's in this box, I'm not sure why it's so large, but we're about to find out. Alright guys, so here's the box open. It's a pretty large box, as I was saying, and kind of a cool box. It's got a pink interior, says their name, Grover, and it says "More Tomorrow Now," which I guess is their slogan. And so here's the Switch, and it came with a little packing slip, which I already took out, and then it says, "Hi there, welcome to Grover." So yeah, you got different tech devices you can rent. So you got a watch, phone, tablet, AirPods, that sort of thing. And right off the bat, the packaging in here is kind of interesting. They got the sealed air bubbles in here, but half of them are like deflated, so didn't provide a whole lot of protection. But the interesting thing is they actually shipped it in like a brand new box. So I'm interested to see if this thing's ever been used before. And one thing I will mention, I'm not sure how many of these things they have for rent, because I went on their website a few minutes ago and basically looked and saw that they have no more Switches for rent. So I don't know if I rented the only Switch they have or if somebody else went and rented some Switches as well, but kind of interesting. I'm not sure what their stocking looks like, and if they stock a lot of these or if they only have one or two. All right, but here it is. First thing I want to look at is I want to see what model it is. So if you look on the bottom, you can see you're in HAC-001 and in parentheses -01. So that means it's the second version, which is good. And I mean, the box looks good. Like I said, I don't know if it's been used before. Maybe it's brand new, which would be kind of interesting. You got a little Grover sticker on the side that just has some barcodes and stuff. Not really sure what it's all on that. It has expiration date, but it doesn't say anything there, so I'm not sure what that's for. The box does look a little bit beat up, so I'm assuming the console is used, but it's interesting that they sent it in the original box. But let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what's inside. And dude, this is brand new. Man, I thought it might have been used because the box was kind of scratched up, but there's no way this has been used. It looks straight from the factory. You still got the Switch in the original packaging. Looks like it's never been taken out of there. You got your Joy-Con number 1 and your left Joy-Con. That's amazing. You got your manual. We got our little controller grip here. Yeah, there's no way this has been used before. It looks perfect. Then over here on the left side, you got HDMI cable, power cable, all the standard stuff. And then you got your dock as well, which comes in some bubble wrap and the other little sleeve here. So let's take this out. Yep, looks pristine. And then last but not least, we got our Joy-Con straps in here. One at the top, one at the bottom. And that's it for inside the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. And man, I'm impressed so far. I mean, maybe I'm the first one to rent a Nintendo Switch from this website. I don't know. But let's go ahead and take the Switch out of little packaging. And yeah, I mean, it looks perfect. Not a single scratch on here. So there's no way this has been used before. Let's go ahead and take the Joy-Cons out as well. And we'll go ahead and boot this thing up. Alright, so we got the Joy-Con strapped in. Got the classic Joy-Con wobble going on, but let's go ahead and boot this up, and there we go. We got life. Alright, so we got life on the Switch. We'll go ahead and set it up, and we'll resume after that. Alright, so the setup is complete, and this may sound weird, but I just smelled the console just to see if it smelled new, and it smells brand new. If you've ever smelled a new tech device, it kind of smells, I'm not sure how to describe it, like a plasticky smell, like it's straight from the factory. Let's go ahead and turn this brightness up so you can see better. But I mean, this thing, it's 100% brand new. There's no way it's been used before. I mean, I guess if they did a perfect job of putting it back in the packaging, they could have made it look new, but there's no way somebody rented this thing and didn't get any kind of blemish on it. So in my eyes, this thing is 100% new. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and plug this thing into the dock and test out some games. and make sure it works. I already connected to the internet, so we know that works. Let's go ahead. I guess we can go ahead and actually test out our controller. So if you go down to controllers and sensors and then test input devices, you can actually test the controls on your Switch to make sure they all work correctly. Everything looks good. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and plug this thing into our dock and our TV, and we'll make sure it works. Alright guys, so I got the Joy-Cons plugged into the grip that came with it. Got my power cable, HDMI cable plugged in and everything, so let's go ahead and boot this thing up and make sure it works. So we should get a green light down there. Yep, so we're good there. And here we are. It is booted up. Alright, so we're connected up on the screen. Let's go ahead and put a game in and make sure it can read games. So I stuck Mario Kart in the game slot, popped up immediately. So let's go ahead and boot it up. And I guess we'll go ahead and make sure this thing updates. Alright, so we already finished updating, and let's boot up Mario Kart 8. Alright, so we got Mario Kart 8. Seems to work just fine. I had no doubts, but you never know. Alright guys, so I tested it out a little bit. I am able to play. So no issues. I didn't expect there to be issues. So this experience was interesting. I mean, it cost me $40 to rent this for a month, which I don't know if I call that good or bad. I mean, it's not too bad if you just want to rent it for a month to kind of get a test run before you actually buy the thing. Then if you like it, you can go ahead and do a full purchase, I believe. And I actually just looked it up and realized Grove is actually a pretty new company. So honestly, I might be the first person to ever rent a Nintendo Switch from them, which is probably why it's brand new. But yeah, I mean, when I rented this thing, I was expecting it to come like, you know, old, used, dirty. But this thing was brand new, kind of unexpected. But yeah, this is not a sponsorship for Grove, but if they want to sponsor me, they can. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. And hope you guys have a great day.